This is a disclaimer. What you're about to encounter is purely an opinion. Opinions are generally based on lived experiences, and what we're about to encounter is my opinion based off of my lived experiences on whatever topic we're about to encounter, guys. All right? So let's go ahead and jump into this immediately, and please, let's keep it civil.
If you or anyone you know have been affected negatively by Mr. MRLBOYD's personal opinion, please call 248-434-5508.
Okay. Like spontaneous combustion?
Put last night's guards in chains. Either they fell asleep or they conspired with the enemy. Find out the truth and then hang them.
Oh, we can't press
Wow.
with the winter fella we don't.
You better just open up that gate, bro. You so happened to the last one who disobeyed. I mean, of course, he's not happy. Right.
It'll get us all.
But not today. Not today.
Your Grace, perhaps Queen Solis and Princess Shireen could accompany me.
My family stays with me.
At least let me take Shireen. The siege is no place for a little girl.
My family stays with me.
I mean, he's right, though. Take the daughter out of this madness. Pretty sure she'll be safe at Castle Black, guys. Instead of out here in a freezing cold.
I made you something, Princess.
A stag? This is extremely ornate and detailed.
Do you like it?
He's beautiful. Thank you.
You
Very
are
welcome.
kind of an artist, sir.
Joe, too.
Prince Duran, forgive us. We started without you. Please.
Guys, was this set built for the show? Or did they film this inside of something? Because this, if I was to guess a region this came from, it would probably be Granada. Somewhere near it. It looks a lot like one of the rooms that are in Alhambra, the castle. It looks a lot like it. Okay.
King Tommen.
And that's okay?
On his sister's return to the capital. Your father understood the importance of keeping Dorn in the fold.
Okay.
With Dorn gone, Tristan will take his place on the small council.
You have no spine.
Firstly, don't talk to Bashir in this manner ever. All right? Every time I've seen Bashir on screen, he's been absolutely honorable and great. Great man. He seems to be extremely level-headed. Listen to him.
You going to cry? Give up, little sister.
I don't know how it would hurt. It sounds like it's probably like 2 pounds of pressure, bro.
You're going to miss.
I mean, I get it, but I mean, if it's listen, if 2 pounds of pressure is not a lot for one time, but I mean, I guess if she's doing it at least 100 times, then 2 pounds of pressure starts to hurt, obviously. But I just don't think that's really that
You will.
painful.
Thinking too much. Now you're nervous. What if she's right?
Aha!
Perhaps some soup instead.
I mean, the elbow was rough, but it works. I mean, your life.
Your little clam.
I don't think I've ever heard it, described as that, but I get it, I guess. Oh no. Huh. Really?
Thought that old would never stop singing.
No, it was pretty bad, bro.
Rot in hell.
It was bad.
They were going.
Bro, you were sent on a mission and you are ignoring this mission. Instead, you are following these people. I get it, though. I get it. One of them is on your list, if I recall.
Too old.
She looks like she's about 20, 21. How young are you trying to get, bro? What is it that you want? A newborn baby? Did he recognize her?
Good.
Guys, that.
My God has work to do.
But obviously he knows that she's lying. Because he's like that. So maybe she wasn't ready. Good man. Once a person kind of displays exactly who they are, that's who they are. I mean, that's just who they are. You can decide if you want to continue to let them in your life, but you already know who they are. You can forgive, but
You write like a 7-year-old.
he's writing with his left hand.
A kindly greeting.
I know your daughter had no part in the terrible thing that happened to the man I love. Perhaps even you are innocent of that.
Jamie's not innocent of anything, bro.
Story of the fight between Rhaenyra Targaryen and her half-brother Aegon for control of the Seven Kingdoms.
Is that the name of the episode?
Both of them thought
The Dance of
when
Dragons.
people started to...
Dance of Dragons.
The last time we saw her, those marks on her face were different than they are right now. If you understand what I mean, like whatever prosthetic they're using has slightly changed from probably 20 minutes ago. On screen, 20 minutes.
Why is that a dance?
saw that choosing sides that made everything so horrible.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes a person has to choose.
It's all right, Father.
You don't even know what I'm talking about.
It doesn't matter. I want to help you. Is there any way I can help? I'm the Princess Shireen of House Baratheon, and I'm your daughter.
Okay. I like her so much, guys. Like, she's strong. But in the way Brienne spoke about Ned's wife. Forgive you.
Where's my father? I want to see my father.
It will all be over soon, Princess.
What? What happened? Dude, what's happening, guys? What? Offer up. Cleanse her with fire. This is why he sent. Oh God, guys. Let me bring her with me when I go to Castle Black. This is why Stannis sent him away, guys. Oh, don't cry now. You never cared about your daughter in the first place. You never cared about her. Okay, so as of right now, I definitely hope that no one that stood around and watched this happen lives on. Stannis, hopefully he's gone soon. The Red Woman, gone soon. Basically everyone, anyone that's standing around that farce, them offering up to one of the many random gods. If you think that that's worth losing an actual human life over some random god, that's just disgusting. It's despicable. That scene almost broke me, guys.
Where have you been?
Just making sure everything is in order.
Sparo maneris! Zikotova! Zajadirve!
Guys, I'm super surprised the show didn't end after that last scene, guys.
They're waiting for you. Clap your hands.
People used to bet against me when I fought in the pits. You would have bet against me. Common novice mistake.
I've spent much of my life in this arena, and in my experience, larger men do triumph over smaller men, far more often than not.
Has your experience ever involved any actual fighting?
You don't approve?
There's always been more than enough death in the world for my taste. I can do without it in my leisure time.
That is a vital part of the great city of Mirin, which
Okay.
existed long before you or I, and will remain standing long after we've returned to the dirt.
My father would have liked.
Those men think that for a good reason.
Someone else's reason.
So your reasons are true and theirs are false.
In this very specific thing, yeah.
Well said.
I'll point this out.
Doesn't mean you're wrong. In my experience, eloquent men are right. Every bit as often as imbeciles.
Oh, God. Here we go. Guys, there's not much more I can handle, guys. This episode has been crazy so far. Oh! Bro, did Daenerys' hairstyle just change? Right. Land on his head is fine. He doesn't need that anymore. Yeah. You guys, Westeros has a problem. Got a big problem. We're flying dragons now, guys. Of course. I mean, how do you end such a spectacular episode, guys? I don't know. I think it's plausible. That's the hero shot right there. It's nice. All right, guys, let's start on this episode right here really quickly. They set us up from the beginning. They gave us all of like the innocence of Stannis' daughter, kind of from the beginning, as she starts reading a book called The Dances of Dragons, right? She tells her father about the Dances of Dragons, just for the father to basically ritually sacrifice his daughter to some random god that he's never met in his life. And, you know, for the sole purpose of nothingness, to be honest, right? And this is the reason why he sent the Onion Knight away, because he knew the Onion Knight would have stopped all of this, right? I think he also sensed something was wrong, hence the reason why the Onion Knight was like, oh no, let me bring the daughter, let me just bring her with me, right? Stannis obviously declines, and then he sacrifices his daughter to a cult, guys. All right. Then Jorah pops back up, deletes everyone in the arena, just to find out that there is someone creeping up behind her, Daenerys, right? And with his absolutely amazing, spectacularly interesting range, he was able to see behind her even though he was at a decline. Right? Somehow, he miraculously was able to curve that spear in the air and delete the guy that was going to come and attack her. Then the scene switches. It turns around, and you see all of the Sons of Harpy, not all of them, most likely, but a good amount of them, sitting in the stands behind her. And everyone is just like, oh. Then they go on to delete everyone, and then they jump down, and Jorah says, here, give me your hand. Do you trust me now? And that's what that scene was about. She has reaffirmed trust within Jorah. He's been punished enough, I would think, right? Then, basically, just for the dragon to come out of nowhere, light people on fire that saw the dragon, saw people burning, and then still proceeded to stand there to get burned like the other people. That was an interesting scene. I would not say it was extremely plausible. I think once the dragon came down and the first group of people got burned, everyone would have been running instead of still standing around waiting to get burned. Just a thought, right? But that doesn't ruin continuity for me at all. The episode is a shocking one. This is an incredibly shocking one, incredibly disheartening episode. It hurts my feelings to encounter such a thing, all right? Because I loved the character of the daughter. I didn't really like Stannis like that. I think he had the strongest claim to the throne, right? But the fact that he is just attempting to delete everyone else in his bloodline, including Gendry, which we haven't seen in a really long time. I don't know if he's ever going to come back, but we haven't seen him in a long time. And then for him to just ritually sacrifice his daughter again was crazy. It was wild. The mother at the end decided that she maybe loved her daughter and tried to run and protect the daughter. But of course, that wasn't going to happen. So now we're at the point where I think anyone that stood around and just sat there and watched as this little girl was basically, I don't know, she was burnt alive, right? I think anyone that was standing there and that could stand there and not do anything is a coward. They don't deserve life, guys. I think that they are wasting air for everyone else, and water and food. These people are worthless, guys. All of them. Every single bit of them. But listen, if you want to see the full length version reaction of this absolutely horrible episode, it'll be on Patreon at the second tier. God. Oh my God, guys. And listen, you guys all have an absolutely amazing day and enjoy your day thoroughly.